Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ms. McCarthy, the EPA posted videos to its website taken by on-site contractors of the spill emerging out of the mine as it happened. I think we saw a clip of that earlier. On September 9th, EPA Assistant Administrator Matthew Stanislaus testified before the House Science Committee on these videos, and I think we have a clip of that testimony.
That show the blowout as it happens. According to the website, and I want you to look over on the far right-hand side there, EPA removed profanity contained in the audio of the videos and obscured visible license plates for privacy purposes. And then it ends with this: EPA did not edit the videos in any other way. So, first question for you, Mr. Stanislaus, is the statement I just read from EPA's website accurate?
It is accurate.
Okay, great. Do you have any reason to believe that it would not be accurate?
I do not.
Okay. Here is video footage of the early stages of the Gold King mine blowout that was obtained by the Science Committee. Let's have video number one.
We're digging really high. Is he going to go close it out? What do we do now?
Well, the next video is the exact same footage that EPA posted on its website, but the last few seconds of the audio has been removed to prevent the viewers from hearing the team on the ground saying, "What do we do now?" Let's have the second video.
We're digging really high. Is he going to go close it out?
I'm going to ask they stop it here. Obviously, the tape was heavily edited.
You said that you...
Obviously, the tape was heavily edited. This was a week ago when you were when your agency was giving misinformation to the Congress. You've had a week, and I'm going to ask you again: is this editing and concealing of videos EPA's idea of transparency and accountability?
No, sir. That originally posted video should not have been redacted. When it was pointed out to us, we have posted the unredacted version on our website.
You understand the concern here, and there are two basically. One is the fundamental competence of the EPA, and I think that speaks for itself in this incident. The other is the double standard that seems to be at work here. You testified earlier in this hearing that you're not required to consult with the National Fish and Wildlife Service because you didn't intend to cause the spill. The chairman pointed out there was a company that accidentally spilled 7,500 gallons, 1/4 of 1% of what the EPA spilled. You went after those people viciously and got 6 criminal indictments. You're sending people to jail over that. Some other poor guy in Alaska operating a backhoe accidentally causes a 1,500-gallon spill. That's 5/100ths of 1% of the spill that EPA. You sent him to prison. No criminal charges are being filed against EPA officials, are there?
Well, I think that we're waiting for the Department of the Interior to actually produce their report. If they identify criminal or administrative
well,
concerns,
you understand the skepticism of the agency investigating itself.
No,
you say you're holding yourselves accountable, that you are going to take full responsibility. Does that mean that you're resigning?
No, sir. It means that
have you asked any of your subordinates to resign?
No, sir. Not
have you docked anybody's pay?
No, sir.
Have you yelled at anybody?
Well, maybe.
Sir,
I am taking accountability for the spill and issues around that, but we're working as closely as we can to independently get this looked at, and we will be holding people fully accountable.
One more question. There was a blog entry reporting on this, pointing out that after the initial spill, things went from bad to worse for those relying on the river. For example, Navajo farmers unable to use water from the river were provided with emergency water reserves from the EPA. Unfortunately, this water was contaminated too, prompting another attempted EPA cover-up. According to The Guardian, EPA officials originally told Navajo leaders the individual reporting the contamination was, quote, unstable and deliberately, quote, agitating in an attempt to undermine the agency. The Navajo leader took the EPA at its word, at least until he observed the pollution for himself. Is this true?
Actually, what I understand is that those tanks were tested by the Navajo and found to be clean. It was drinking water put into fully cleaned tanks. That's my understanding of the situation. There was definitely concern. And do I think the level of mistrust contributed to that? And do I understand why? Given EPA's responsibility here, I absolutely do. And it is going to take a long time, I think, before anybody begins, at least in the Navajo, to be able to trust our relationship again. Do I regret that? Yeah. But I'm working with them. If they want third-party review of everything we do, we're trying to identify how we do this. We will rebuild this trust, but damage has been done beyond what happened to that river, and it's going to take a long time to repair that. But I am going to do the best I can to make sure that happens.